Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 23 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series of, you know it, FTB Skies Expert Mode. I'm really having fun with this pack because it is just so much stuff that you're not used to having to do in a Skyblock that like it's really going, and I'm having a good time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I right about that? And then, ow! Quantum Goat! Got you that time. Got you that time, Quantum Goat. Rustling nearby. Nothing. Between episodes, did a bunch of crafting, a couple other miscellaneous activities. Nothing too exciting. I guess you need more than the source that I've got here. So we'll go swap these out for some fuller sources. And then be ready to go with this thing. Yeah, that sounds cool. Okay. Look, I've got a peat farm, kind of. I decided to try out the peat farm block, since remember I made it just like for the sake of completing the quest. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it. I decided I don't like it. It doesn't auto-collect. Ow. Ow. That's right, I forgot. We don't let those guys out. So it doesn't auto-collect the peat, which is kind of annoying. And also, like, it builds on that really large area. Got you that time, kids. Sweet. Mostly I just wanted an excuse to eat all this food, because it'll give me extra hearts. And then you, and that should be cool. And then... Wow, there were not a lot of mobs in there today. Cool. So you guys go away. Yeah, so the peat farm doesn't automatically collect the peat, and it builds in this large of an area. Like, I had placed it right in the center, and it doesn't build inside. It only builds that, like, there's a bunch of empty space in the middle. And then it will drop the peat on the ground, which is not a great experience on a skyblock. So, basically, I decided, I don't really like the peat farm, so I left it. I left what it built. See? Extra hearts. I left what it built, and I will manually deal with it as needed. Deal. So that's what's up. Alright, so you guys can chill there. You guys can go away. This thing can try and make this again, and that's looking good to me. And I've got more food I get to eat. Ooh. Roundhouse kick for the win. I forget if that was useful to keep or not, but whatever. Hooray! Mana spreader. Sweet. Alright, so that means I can get mana stuff happening, right? I might expand this platform's, like... I might even do that now. I think I'm going to do that now. How about I just do that, and then you. And then we can do like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How's that? Is that cool? And then we can kind of just, you know, feel confident that we've done a better job. And in terms of darkness, I think we're cool on this, but I'll just do these guys just to be neat. And then what I'll do is rotate this over to here so that that makes a little bit more sense. And then we can have our Kekimurus chilling here. And then we can still build around those, and that's good. And then we'll have you. And let's break and replace, because I don't know if I have a wand yet. Yeah, I'm going to do... can I make a wand? Probably can make a wand. Right? Oh yeah, it's a pretty standard recipe. Did I make a wand? I don't know if I did. Did I? I don't think so. I haven't had a need for one yet, right? Yeah, no, I don't think so. So am I cool with living wood? How do I make living wood again? Is it the standard dish recipe? It's any log, it looks like. I think I actually don't. I should have some arc wood though, and that'll do. Arc wood should work. So yeah, I did the peat bog between episodes. That's, I think, the main thing I did. Because I was making more metals, and I was like, I need more energy. I have to make more peat. I was like, hey, I made that peat bog. Why don't I try it out? I tried it out. I wasn't a huge fan. I untried it out. Yay. Everlasting beef ain't terrible, but it has a cooldown, and it only gives you half a ham hock, and it gives you no saturation. So, not terrible, but it's not great. All right, and then mana pool. Okay. And that should be cool. And then we just have to go get ourselves some cake. And hopefully our buddy... Woo! Jump in that gap. Look at Dyer go. Sweet. I do like these boots. There we go. And we did the mana. Sweet. Hey, there's numbers. Who put numbers on my mana pool? Who, I ask you, who put numbers on my mana pool? I don't know how much mana that is, but it's a number. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, no, it should be fine. Sweet. All right. So that's cool. So that means, and I also handed in a bunch of quests that I didn't need no more. There's some quests around bees, which I'm sure I will have to look at some point, but I just didn't feel like getting into just yet, so I didn't. Progression, mesh progression. So you want me to get both of these before you give me a budding amethyst. Fair enough. Turn it in. Generate forge energy. I mean, I could probably do this right now. I did Eye of Legend. I did this too without meaning to. Ooh, floating thermal lily. That's worth getting, to be honest with you. That is very worth getting. Can I get this quest going? Yes. Can I do this? Sure. Let's do this real quick, because getting a floating thermal lily sounds like a good time to me. So if I wanted one of these, that would be cool. And then task would be that. So does that mean that's done? Yes. Ah! Look at all the quests we just completed. So that gets me an extra task screen. That gets me some batteries from Cyclic. That gets me an Unbreaking book. And that gets me a floating thermal lily, which works for me. Cool. If I'm not mistaken, that will allow me... I got a big tank of lava at one point, didn't I? Yes. What did I do with you? I left you over here. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, thermal lilies are cool. And that it'll do that. And make a pretty healthy amount of mana, right? Like a really healthy amount of mana. But it has like a long cooldown period. Like, what is it, like 10 or 15 minutes or something crazy like that? Or maybe it's 5 minutes. And if you put lava there before the cooldown is done, it will consume the lava. And I think reset the cooldown and produce no mana. So, like, they're meant to be, I need mana now. Not, yeah, it's cool. So I think it's in, is it still producing or is it in cooldown mode yet? No, I mean, it's still clearly producing a lot. I should make my, my stuff so I can see. Right? Oh, that's not how you make those. Is it this? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Bing, bang, boom. And then, we'll go with a couple of white, just because that's what we have a lot of. Sweet. Great. Perfect. Everybody's happy. See, that's the cooldown particle effects. I might move him, which I'm pretty sure will not release the cooldown. Yeah, see, he's still on cooldown. I'm sure it just puts that data on the item. Yeah, makes sense. Cool, so that's that. And everybody's cool. So with that good now, we have mana, which is huge because that means we can now use that mana. We're going to need some magically inclined steel, which is going to be air, earth, fire, and water with a drenched ingot. Okay? So we're going to want air, earth, fire, and water. So we're going to want some shards. Now, in fairness, maybe it would be cool to do this, right? Air, earth, fire, and water. And again, we will get more of those things as needed. And then if I'm not mistaken, that will, in here, get me 9 of these, which is cool. Yes? And if I'm impatient, let's see how much source this consumes to do this. A lot. Kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. And it really didn't do much progress. Yeah, I'm going to say that was a huge waste. A huge waste of source. Now, speaking of source, can I get the agriculture source thing? Ooh, Loopy. Where? Where's Loopy? Where's Loopy? Loopy, don't be down there. Come here, look what I've got for you. Oh, you're a friendly bee. Hello. And a lead. Yep, you're going to just chill right here, friend. Hello. How's it going? Drop loots, please. Okay. Now, what was I going to look at? That's right. I was going to say, are there any more things from ours? The thing that does the source link. There we agronomic source link? Yeah, what was involved in that? Force gears and Invar ingots. So not maybe too far away? Are you done with all the dropping of the loots? What'd you give me? Hardened integral components and a gold chest. I mean, okay. Alright, you're with me, Mr. B. Until I get you guys a beehive and a place to live. I mean, I could probably do that now. Because I did get a beehive as a thing somewhere. If I want to turn that into an advanced beehive, what would be involved in that? Some kind of combs. Do we have combs yet? Not really. Let me see if the quest rewards give me combs. Because if they do... Oh, they do. That's nice of them. That's nice of them. They're giving me everything I need to make... to make the thing. To make the advanced beehive. That is very kind of them. Cool. Sturdy bee cages are also nice because it means that I can do that, and are you still down there, Mr. Buzzing Around Bee? Yep. Come here, you. Thanks. Sturdy beehives are reusable. Sturdy bee cages, that is. They're reusable. So if I went and decided that you guys... Well, I'm not going to place that there yet. So I could use another gate. How does this feel? Right? And then we do... that. And then we do one... Nope, I want you to be... Oak expansion box. Oop. And then that allows for 5. And I don't think I can do this unless I have that upgrade in there, right? Bee spawn egg, glass bottles. Ooh, honey treats. Bee friends, beekeeper's hood. Pretty cool. Man, look at all the bee related quests I'm getting just for freebies. It just feels like a good idea to like sit this here because I know they'll like passively produce. Now I got to assume that productive bees. What's that automation upgrade? Bees will no longer physically exit a trip to the blah blah blah. So that needs like blocks of combs, which I don't think I quite have yet, and the upgrade base, which is probably not happening just at this moment. Okay, understood. Yep, that's fair. I'm gonna keep my bee spawn egg and farmer, collector, and bumblebee guys stuff over there like that. And are you a... No, that's cool. So that's cool. And then you have another beehive and an oak expansion box. Do I have the stuff for another one of these? I don't just yet, but we will look into it. Did I accidentally use my force shears, by the way? I think I did. I should have been paying attention to that. Oh well, everybody's going to yell at me in the comments for that one. Oh, hello. Perfect. They all went into the thing and they're doing the thing. Cool. And I think I have a bunch of glass bottles from killing a bunch of witches in here, don't I? Yes, that works. I'll just have to find another place to kill witches. No big deal. Works for me. Perfect. All right, so then you guys will chill. You can even have a little bit of light. And you'll hang out in there. Perfect. How cool is that, right? I think it's good. Oh boy, I left my door open. That's right, Sentinel. Oh no, he climbs. He's a climber. He's a climber. I survived. Nobody saw anything. It's all good. Oh, there's another one. That's not good. He's a climber. No. Ow. We'll be back. All right, the good news is all this stuff looks pretty cool and done, right? Perfect. So now I can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the drenched steel, which is cool. All right, and that used 10% of my thing, so not a big deal. And that should be a quest complete. And then Manasteel is also a quest complete. I think I found Manasteel somewhere, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was in the chests, wasn't it? Didn't I find Manasteel in the chests? Doesn't matter. I got what I needed. Cool. Let's go craft some anyway. So you're going to use not too much. A couple hundred mana. No big deal. We'll put manas on my mana. That's not a thing you do. Okay. So then... Actually, no, I should put that back. I took it off by mistake. Manasteel mesh. Now remember, Manasteel meshes are always better than their previous tier mesh, right? So that shouldn't be a big deal. So we just need treated sticks, which is treated wood planks, which is just a bucket of creosote oil around any Minecraft planks. Will get us what we want. Luckily, we still have some creosote oil laying around, so that shouldn't be a big deal. And then we can snag these guys. And that should be cool, right? So I do this. And I do that. And then I do that. And that's a Manasteel mesh. That is cool. That is cool. And that quest completes me into what? No extra meshes? Brutally rude. Brutally rude. I'm probably... Do I want 4 of them? I feel like I want 4 of them. That just feels like a lot of crafting for right now. But I guess it's doable. It's not terrible. But I really want to get into, like, better of these things, right? Like... better makings of these. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I want to do this thing for sure. This is the thing I want to do. That's the thing I really want to get to. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of Manasteel if I want to do that. Oof, brutal. I think that's okay, though. I think what I'll do... Oops, did I leave you on again? I always do that. Oh, look at that. 1%. I caught it just in time. I always leave them on. I'm getting, like, worse at leaving them on, not better. That's the horrifying part. I'm literally getting worse rather than better. Oh, well. So, I mean, like, what I could do is do and all that good stuff. Where's my wrench? Yeah. At least for now, until we get more Manasteel. That works. And now the deal is that I should get better stuff. Not what I was hoping to have happen. I should get better drops out of here if I let that run now, right? So that'll get me, like, raw... And that also gets me nickel, which means I can get Invar now. That's cool. And silver. I think that unlocks a lot of stuff for me now that I'm thinking about it. That is super cool. We should look at everything the Manasteel mesh can make and go, like, hey, what kind of cool stuff do I get now? So, like, I get I get blaze powder from crushed netherrack. What the That's cool. Was I getting that before? No. So that's a huge one, right? Now we get blaze powder. Yeah. Let me flip through this, and I'll just note all the cool things we get now. All right? That's definitely newish. I think redstone from dust is new for sure. That's huge. That's pretty cool. All right, yeah, we'll be back. I'm just and then all this stuff, all the raw materials, and yeah, super cool, right? All right, we'll be back. I'm gonna process some and just get more redstone and blaze powder and all that, and we'll be right back. Is that cool? Yeah. All right, so now I've got this stuff pretty coolly covered. That's gonna lead to crystallizer, which looks like it's some thermally type stuff. Maybe-ish soon. And then the inscriber. And then does that lead to like full-blown AE or not quite yet? I don't know. It definitely implies that we're going to need some assembly line stuff if we want to get to that point, I guess. Whether or not that gives me an AE system or not, I don't super know. I know there's a digital storage chapter down here. So let's see what's actually involved in getting an ME. Oh yeah, it's a miniaturization crafting, which we get in this chapter. I know that for sure. Energy cells, probably close. Fluix block, this standard recipe. Oh my goodness, that's a thing. I gotta imagine that that's not the only way to get it. Maybe? Is the emerald crafting still a thing? For Fluix crystals? Or is this what's up? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Throw it in some other items to get Fluix crystals. Now you're ready to start with either mod. Okay, cool. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I think the main thing I want to work towards right now is going to be reinforced stone and getting into pneumaticraft. Because my understanding is this is going to unlock a bunch of cool stuff for me. Not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out together. Cool. So we're going to need the reinforced stone. Here's what I've looked into. So we need reinforced stone. That's going to be other stone, deep slate, and sturdy sheets. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. 5,000 source to get 8 of them, though. A little bit of a lot. And from there, we can get our fluid mixer. We also want our pressure chamber, right? So luckily, it doesn't look like that much of a recipe shenanigans. It should be pretty doable. It may need a healthy amount of source, because 5,000 source is a lot, but we'll get there. And then volatile redstone seems to be a thing we're going to want to get at some point. We do need, and I don't see it listed here, but we do need a source of pressure. And I looked up compressors, and the only thing that I see is the creative compressor, which, nope. And then flux compressor, which clearly much later. We have the rotational compressor, which looks like a combination of pneumaticraft, or pneumaticraft and create. So that looks really cool. I'm interested in seeing how that looks, right? So that'll be spiffy. We're gonna have to figure some stuff out there for sure, So I've got a lot of this on my to-do list. So let's start with this enchanting setup, right? So other stone and deep slate. So do we have some deep slate? We have deep slate bricks, which I don't know why we have them. They're just taking up space. I'm assuming that we have another way to get deep slate. So deep slate we can get with manipulation essence. We can mana infuse calcite. Cobbled deep slate, which we can get from endstone. We'll have to figure out where we can get it from. Deep slate itself, huh? I'm sure there's something here. Ooh, that's a thing. Why do I feel like we had deep slate at some point? Didn't we have, like, a source of deep slate? I mean, I could go this route. This looks doable. Do we have calcite? Tough can get me calcite. Pretty sure we have tough, right? Yeah, for sure. And then it looks like we could set up one of these guys. That could do, and then we'll get lots of deep slate. How about yeah, we should do that, right? Yeah. I mean, we do have endstone already. So easy peasy. All we would need is the manipulation essence. So deep slate, manipulation essence, that's the clock button stone thing, right? So clock button redstone, bing, bang, boom, and then source gem. We're going to need a couple of these, right? One to go from tough to calcite, and the other to go from calcite to deep slate. And then other stone shouldn't be a problem. And remember, we can get more of this by just tossing andesite into a fire. So I could smelt up a little bit more andesite if we wanted to. My andesite pedestal is turned off right now. It's not a big deal. I can easily get more as needed, right? So there we go. That'll smelt up some more cobbled andesite for me. And then the last bit of what we need is going to be that sturdy sheet. Oh, that's the lava and then stamp, isn't it? Yeah. It's either that or we could pneumaticraft explosion it, but we only get an 80% return on that. Though, in fairness, it's not terrible. And it'll save me on lava. You know what? Because, like, did we say magma blocks are easier to get right now than obsidian? Yeah, we can get a decent amount of them from fire essence and some any stone. Is that? Seems like a cool approach. And I know there's some more in the nether that we could go harvest if we wanted to. So, like, this is one way to go, right? It's either that or use a bunch of stuff. Bunch of lava. It's a lot of lava to get the sturdy sheets. Kind of prefer the explosion approach. Explosions are fun. Can we just get some TNT? Is there tiny TNT? There's no Applied Energistics tiny TNT. Oh my goodness, there's not... Okay, no, never mind. Okay, exploding is probably not going to happen. We're going to have to do the drippy stuffs. Let me get a spout again. Rather than breaking and replacing and all that stuff, let's just get a new one. This is just copper casings, right? So that and some oak. Do we have any oak? We're gonna need another one of you, I can tell. You're pretty broken. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, so we'll let that regrow. We got ourselves a bunch of oak now. Let's get like 16-ish of these guys. How's that look? Just to have extras for next time we need them. Perfect. Okay, now we can get our spout. And we'll also get some depots. So just to clarify, this gets stamped twice obsidian dust, right? So I should be able to do something along these lines, right? And this thing doesn't actually need anything, so that's cool. And then fluid hopper, boop. So give me that bucket back. We'll get our stuff here. We'll swap one of these out. Okay. And then you can do... What was I going for? Calcite or something? There it is. Calcite. Cool. And then you can be upgraded to deep slate with calcite and Manasteel. Okay, cool. So we know we're going to want like 6 obsidian. We'll start with that and see how it gets us. So if I just do that, can you function? Or do you need to be one at a time? You may need to be one at a time. Nope, 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 don't do that. Oh, it's obsidian dust, isn't it? Yes, that's correct. Don't want to give him... No, yes. Obsidian dust. Crusher Spirit can do that, right? Yeah, that'll be, I think, quicker than jumping on it. If Crusher's... he might be dead. Remember, they expire over time. He may have expired. That's probably what happened. No biggie. So we'll get a few of these, and then we'll also set up the deep slate thing. We'll do a pedestal. We'll take one of the pedestals that's not running too much and just replace it with deep slate. And I think that'll be fine. In fairness, I could turn those drawers into like the 2 drawers, right? And then that would be cool too. Because at some point, we're going to have to deal with the fact that we have a lot of stuff. Are you done by chance? You're 57%. You have a ways to go still. Yeah, so now are you going to be cool and let me do multiples? Yeah, beautiful. Cool. So then you go there, and then you go there. And that's all done. And then you just need to be stamped. Though you guys don't stack, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But that's okay. 2 stamps. And that's cool. Right? And we'll just do that some more as needed. Okay, you guys can be off. Okay. You're probably close to being done here. 81%. Getting there. Did I want other stone? I did smelt up some cobbled andesite. I should smelt up another stack of you. Boop. And boop. Hey. And then this andesite. I do like the running fast boots that I have, though. They are actually pretty good. Nice. They are pretty good, right? Am I wrong? I feel like they're pretty cool. $99. 100. Nice. Okay. So then you go here for deep slate. And if I were to, let's say we want to take, let's expand this platform out a little bit. Just have a little bit more. Actually, you know what I could have done? If we got our axe, we did this. For a minute I was concerned. Not too concerned, mind you, but concerned. Hey. Not where I wanted you to go. Dude, I 100% clicked that correctly, right? Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. Boop. Cool. And then we can get a new functional. Really? I've still got this saw, which is starting to break. Not great. Ah, rip. I'm just going to have to go ahead and hope that, making a new one of those saws won't be hard. Okay, so you chill there. Okay, and then we will perfect. All right, so end stone bricks go there. It's deep slate that you should be pedestaling, right? Perfect. Cobbled deep slate. Nice. So cobbled end stone and cobbled end stone. Oh, you're probably all going into here. I was like, why are you guys not falling into the void? That looks better. And then you, offhand, destination target. Sweet. Couple deep slate, which we can then use to get more deep slate as needed, right? We can take our existing deep slate, though, and make our first. And again, I don't think it actually matters if you do it in the way I'm doing it. Like, you can just put, like, 4 next to each other. It's super not matter. Okay. And then don't forget to remove these guys, because it'll confuse. Because it's too close, right? I don't know why we have cobbled netherrack on us, but we'll get more. That all looks cool. And then you go in the middle. Nice. Now it's going to use a healthy amount of mana for that, but that's okay. We'll get our first one, and then here's what I'm going to do. Between episodes, I'm going to make more, right? And when we come back next episode, we'll have a bunch of reinforced stone, and I can start working on these guys. And I think once we have these things, we'll be able to get things a lot easier. Because I'm pretty sure biofuel, that thing that I had to make many, many moons ago, which doesn't have a recipe anymore. Where is it? Actually, it's biodiesel. Biodiesel. Remember how much effort this was to get 200 millibuckets? 100 and 100 equals 200, and then we need the ever-burning air and all that nonsense. Now we just do 25, 25, and that gets 100. So that's, you know, better, right? Because it was 100 plus 100 equals 200. Now it's 25 plus 25 equals 100. Way better, right? And we don't need the ever-burning air. So that's cool. So that's cool, right? Much more efficient. We'll get much more biodiesel out of it. And I think we can get better ethanol, too, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, if we wanted to redo this, ethanol... I want to look at both of these recipes in case they're different. So, like, this we just need yeast culture and sugar, and we'll get ethanol. And remember, yeast culture is like a thing we can relatively coolly set up automation for, right? That's the thing where it's like... That's the one where it's like in-world, you can like put yeast and sugar and drop it and all that. Isn't that right? Am I remembering that right? So that's one approach to ethanol. The other ethanol doesn't have a recipe, so that one's fine. And then vegetable oil... we can just make it in the thermopneumatic dude as well. Where this, its seeds turn into 25. This one, its seeds turn into 50. So again, more efficient and more automatable. So I like that. Okay, so for now, wrapping up point, that was my sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time with more pneumatic craft stuff getting started, and that'll be a lot of fun for us. All right, for now, take it easy.